Hey folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where last time we altered the timeline. We made a different choice to allow Gortash to ascend the throne rather than eliminating him there and then, which had the side effect of preserving the life of older Ravengard, and from a metagame perspective, unlocking a bunch of content which we would have missed if we had kept our choice there. We explored the prison, spoke with Will, arrived here in the lower city and found out that Mizora has an offer for him, which we'll learn about at our next long rest. And then we explored this Basilisk Gate Barracks, which didn't have much to recommend it, as well as heard about the confiscation of animals right here at the lower city entrance. Everything's being given to Lord Gortash, a strange choice. We need to continue exploring here, so let's go ahead and head out and see what we find elsewhere in the lower city. Looks like we've got a hangman's noose here.
Eyes front and keep your nose clean, newcomer. A noose and a short drop is how we deal with troublemakers.
How about you wait until I commit a crime before threatening me?
By then it will be too late. I can't help the dead, but I can warn the living. Stay the path and obey the law, and you have nothing to fear.
Well, I suppose that's a reasonable statement. It's still aggressive. I'm not sure I like it, but it's not bad. Got a heavy chest here, and then it looks like we've got some sort of a message board over here. Reagan, what are you up to?
Still can't fathom that they hang folk in this city. Those gallows get more use than some temples. Every 10 day, I write into the Baldur's Mouth about it, and every edition fails to mention it. Pathetic.
Well, the Baldur's Mouth is a mouthpiece for Lord Gortash, so it's not that surprising.
Oh, you? I know you. How delightful to meet in person. Though, you're shorter than I expected.
You have me at a disadvantage. I have no idea who you are.
My name's Estra Stir, journalist. I speak to the people of Baldur's Gate, so our readers don't have to.
The last journalist I met turned out to be Orin the Red. Which broadsheet do you work for, Estra?
Why, the Baldur's Mouth Gazette, of course. I would certainly recommend picking up a copy in the near future. You are, after all, the star of the next Baldur's Mouth Gazette.
And what's the headline of that edition?
If I told you, you'd lose the fun of reading it yourself. It's our juiciest edition in an age bound to get everyone talking about you.
Well, I look forward to reading it.
I bet you do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've really said rather too much and written rather too little. Good day.
A good day to you. Looks like we have a new quest. Stop the presses. Print a puff piece in the next broadsheet. We found a positive headline about us to load into the printer. We just need to figure out how. We did? What? Okay. I guess we're gonna counter Gortash's propaganda? News Hawker Lewin may have a new broadsheet for us.
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette?
That's terrible salesmanship. Get your act together, kid.
I don't know how. I'm only 6.
Sorry, I shouldn't have snapped.
It's okay. Everybody is mean to me anyway.
Yikes. Okay, what do we have here? Rat trouble? Got rat trouble? Not for long. Hire Stompin' Bortz, the rat catcher, and your troubles are over. Small rats, big rats, giant rats, rabbit rats, any kind of rats. Bort stomps them all. Reasonable rates, corpses, and rat pellets removed at no extra charge. References upon request. Anti-hag support group poster. Attention, have you been hexed by a hag? Lost a loved one to a deal? You're not alone. Join other survivors of hag treachery at Baron's Coop. Alone we're vulnerable, but together we can stand up against hags. Well, unlikely, but maybe you can get the help of an adventurer like me. Be wary of foreigners. Foreigners should be shunned. Their decadent ideas infect our youth, and they steal Baldurian resources without contributing anything. Recent wave of refugees should be driven from Baldur's Gate. Let other cities take them in. Baldur's Gate has already given enough. That's an unfortunate use of the public forum. Stay tonight at the Elf Song. Rooms available at Elf Song Tavern for parties large or small. See innkeeper Alan Aleth at the bar. And then for the stout and sturdy, adventurers wanted. Master Loroakan, the Arcanist of Athkatla, recluse of Ramazith's Tower, seeks brave and enterprising individuals to delve treacherous temple and recover stored artifact. The Night Song for preservation in Baldur's Gate. Yeah, well, the Night Song turned out to be a person, but we could check in with that guy. Let's see, what do we have going on over here?
Such a magnificent here now, aren't we? Now they've got city walls and steel watchers to get through.
That's the spirit. Next stop, Baldur's Gate's cushiest inn.
All right, so these locals seem to have escaped the Absolute.
And bones I didn't know I had.
Thank Helm we made such good time. The army of the Absolute are back. Certainly encourages a brisk pace.
Sorry about the pong. We've been on the road for more than a 10-day.
Not sure what she means by the pong.
Don't get too comfortable. It's only a matter of time before the army of the Absolute gets here.
All right, so we're starting to get a feel for the lower city. It's not that different from the outer city. Who are you? Gasselblad?
Sleep for a 10-day, or maybe 2. I can...
Level 1 human. No resistances. Okay. Well, for whatever reason, we can't speak with him. What do we got going on over here?
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are having a safe and productive...
Oh, it bugged out. It stopped talking to us in the middle.
What did she even do? I bet nobody knows. I didn't see her do anything wrong.
What are they talking about?
Used to think those things were going to make me feel safer. Not anymore.
Oh, there's some lady knocked out on the ground. It seems like the Steel Watcher went ham on someone.
One blow! One blow and she drops like she's dead!
Oh, maybe she is.
What's up for discussion?
I know.
The citizen is unconscious and won't be waking up anytime soon.
I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes.
Yeah, well, that thing just knocked her unconscious and they didn't even see her do anything wrong. Okay, so yeah, the Steel Watchers are rampaging through the city. Well, they're not rampaging. They're taking control of the city for Gortash, and they're... I mean, he's the chosen of the god of tyranny and hatred, right? It's not surprising that they're resorting to violence at the first opportunity and overdoing it too. What else? We got some citizens and refugees. We got some sort of big temple-like thing here. Let's check out what this is. The Stormshore Tabernacle. All right, Vicar Humbletoes, what have you got to say?
Well met, Oathsworn. Your faith may not be orthodox, but it's still welcome here. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
Oh, he recognizes us as an Oath of Vengeance paladin. Who are you?
I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need.
What can I do here?
Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls.
Okay. Are there other holy items available here for purchase?
Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
Okay, what's he got? Elixir of Heroism will buy. Necrotic resistance, psychic resistance, universal resistance is nice. I'll buy all the superior healing potions. What does he got here? Detect thoughts we don't need. Dimension door. That could be really nice. Actually, I think I'm going to send that to Astarion. He could use a copy of that because she can actually cast it herself. Having one of those for him could be really nice. Another scroll of fly we don't need now that she can fly. I guess this gives it to the party, but we haven't really needed that throughout. Hold person we don't need. We don't need revivify. Scroll of Sunbeam. That is a very nice spell. That's also area effect damage. That's another one I think we can give to Astarion for the rare case when he can't use a sneak attack or needs area effect damage. I think that's good for him to have. What else do we have here? Wall of Stone. We've got the Sacred Star. Now this is interesting. Let's check this out. This is a Morning Star. It's a D8 plus a D4 of Radiant. On a hit, inflict 1 turn of Radiating Orb upon the target. Undead creatures struck by this weapon are possibly turned. +2. And we gain the Dawnburst Strike. Deals additional radiant damage equal to your proficiency bonus. On a hit, light erupts around you in a 3-meter area. Enemies in the light must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be blinded. That is a nice weapon. But our only potential wielders are Tava, who's not going to give up the Blood of Lathander anytime soon. And Shadowheart, who's probably not going to trade off the Spear of Night and or Phalar Alluve for this. I mean, it does add more damage to what she's doing here. It's a D8 instead of the D6, plus the D4 Radiant. And she inflicts Radiating Orb. Undead or possibly turned. It's a +2. It's not bad for her, but it is very expensive. I don't think we're going to buy that. Let's check out the cloak. Mantle of the Holy Warrior grants the Crusader's Mantle. Radiate a holy power that emboldens nearby allies. I already have this on Tava, and I'm not really using it because it requires concentration. So I don't think we'll buy that. And then the gloves are the Reviving Hands, Aegis Palms. When you heal a creature, it gains the effect of Blade Ward. When you revive a creature, it gains the effect of Death Ward. Saving throws +1. Medium armor. Oh, that is really nice. So if she heals a creature, it gains resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. For how long? What is she wearing here? Strength saving throws +1 and the telekinesis spell. I mean, of all the people who heal, she's really the only one who does it at all. So if she's wearing this, like a sacred, not a sacred word, a healing word or a cure wounds or a heal, all of those are going to grant resistance to physical damage as well. That could be really strong, actually. The Death Ward thing is kind of meh. So what is she getting from this? She's never casting Mage Hand. The telekinesis spell is very nice, don't get me wrong. But every single heal puts Blade Ward on people? That sounds amazing. I think we buy this for her. Yeah, I think we do. And we keep the strength saving throws +1. So we lose Mage Hand and Telekinesis and gain Blade Ward on heal and theoretically Death Ward on revivify. Yeah, these are really nice for her. Okay. And now he's got a ton of gold, so we can get most of that back by selling him various wares.
Someone there.
He doesn't have quite enough for everything we want to do. So let's sort by weight here. And what else we got? Here's all the chalices we stole. We'll keep going until he runs out of coin, I guess. He's down to 11. Perfect. Okay, so he also said we could commune with various deities here, and it looks like there's lots of stuff to read as well. Blessings for the refugees, ornate wooden hatch. Okay, rows of books. What is this? Blessings for the refugees. May all who come to the city gates be well, be safe. Let them find safe harbor within the city walls. Let their loved ones stay at their sides. Let the children stay in their mothers' and fathers' arms. All right. Seluna's devotee and mother of halflings. What is this? Diary records the life of John Medolin. He suffered from lycanthropy, becoming a werebear at the advent of the full moon. Cured of his condition by a priestess of Seluna, John Medolin exchanged his claws for a great sword at a cause. He would keep this priestess, her name was Erlona, safe from all trouble on the highways and byways. Further, he would bear witness to her many miracles, for Erlona was a saint of the goddess, and gifted even more than he could have imagined. They never fell in love, though their friendship was quite something. All right. We have a statue of Seluna here.
You see an altar dedicated to Seluna.
Read that which is inscribed upon the altar.
An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Seluna. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright. Your scholarship of religion tells you no more."
Okay, well, we don't have our intellective headband on. I think on behalf of Shadowheart here, we'll make an offering to Seluna. What seems appropriate here? Maybe a dagger. Sure, let's give her a dagger.
Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required.
More evidence of devotion is required? Okay, so there's probably something you can get, some sort of like buff maybe, or reward, if you dump enough gold into this, but I don't know how high it is. And we're kind of okay without whatever she can give us, I think. What else do we have? Dedications to the Pantheon.
Seluna. Had life turned out differently, I might have been kneeling in prayer here.
Dedications to the Pantheon. A scroll of basic prayers to major deities of the realm. So we got Bahamut, Corellon, Illustrace, Glittergold, Grumpsh. Grumpsh is an orc god. Guide blade to gut, neck, and still beating heart, hear me. Helm Ilmater, Kelimvor, Ledguer, Lathander, Loth. Yeah, basic prayers for everybody. This is a very long scroll. I am not going to read all of this. There's even one for Blacketh here. In the rows of books, we've got Lorethian and Origins of Mystra. Then over here we have a statue of Mystra. I guess if we had Gale with us, he might make an offering here.
You see an altar dedicated to Mystra.
Read the words inscribed.
Mystra, mother of all magic, is the patron of wizards, and often called upon by other spellcasters as well. She's said to be a jealous goddess.
So Gale hit that, huh?
Of religion.
Oh, she is not doing well with the religion checks.
Of the absolute heretics.
What do we have over here?
Bless them with the strength to endure.
Gond and gripping life by the tongs. Prayer to Tempest. Hear my prayer, please. We've got a statue of the gods. I guess this is all the gods?
This altar isn't dedicated to a single god, but instead acts as a conduit to many. Your god is one of many. And in this place you sense a spark of its mighty divine flame.
Read what is inscribed on the altar.
It reads, "Show your devotion with an offering in your god's name. Blessings may follow."
Yeah, okay, so if you donate enough gold worth of stuff, you get some sort of a daily buff or something, probably to a long rest like we got with like the spores and from Lathander's temple at the Kresh. And if it's like 100 gold, 200 gold, that might be worth it, but it could be a lot more and there's no way to know. Light and justice, balance and ambiguity, greed and darkness. Well, we'll pay homage and honor to the gods of light and justice.
The gods are ready to receive your joyful donation.
Yeah, but not in, not in terms of, you know, actual money. Look at how many there are. Okay, what else have we got? Charter of Tabernacle donations. Oh, this might actually give us a sense for how much people are giving. Oh my gosh. 50,000 gold pieces, 47,000 gold pieces. Yeah, we're not making donations at that level. We also have a statue of Helm and a statue of Tyr. I mean, these are all fine, all well and good, but I don't think we have anything else to do here other than to use that guy as a wares dump for gold, right? Let's continue exploring. Now, we should check out the back alley here. We saw part of it, but not the whole thing. We didn't come back along this side. Yeah, these crates all belong to people.
Nothing good, I bet. And then all will perish. So the cycle can begin anew. Dear gods, he's right. It's too late to stop it now.
What are they talking about?
We've got no choice. We have to do what he says.
Oh, you're very excitable. What are you preaching here? Umbren?
Listen and submit to the mistress of disease.
Okay.
What do we do? What can we do?
Oh, gods. He's spouting a load of crap. Don't waste your time.
Yeah, that was the feeling that I got as well. All right. So I'm guessing this is the elf song over here to the right. What else do we have going on here? Some citizens talking. And then the tavern proper. We can't interact with Olimar here.
And no, we will be protected.
Another soapbox preacher here.
Who oppose Lord Gortash will burn in the all-consuming radiance of the one true.
This guy seems to be a shill for Gortash.
Lord Gortash! You two must submit to Lord Gortash if you are to be saved.
Okay. Lots of like little color kind of things we can check out and examine. Just one-shot things that people will say.
Don't tell our writers that. Their egos are big enough as it is.
What are these guys talking about? We got Trina and Fist Gerbold here.
If the Steel Watchers had eyes, at least you'd feel like you were being watched by something with a soul.
Is he getting his portrait done, or is he getting his Steel Watcher painted?
No, we are not censoring the mouth. We are simply doing a routine inspection. And no, I cannot sell you a copy.
Okay. I guess this then would be the location of the mouth printers, perhaps?
Don't always know their own mouth.
Delkin, what are you doing?
I keep telling you animals, if you want to buy a gazette, talk to the loud little shit screaming headlines. I deliver the papers. I do not sell them.
Wow, he's upset. What do we got here? Nortail's Hostel? Okay, so this is not a printing hall.
Shelter. Refugees welcome.
Oh, there's a mailbox. That's interesting. Past due invoice? To Pamela Nortal, your invoice for last month's food deliveries is past due. If you do not make the minimum payment by the due date, this account will be turned over for collection to the Fist Repossessions. We understand that your hostel is a charity establishment, but Durinbold and Othun Provisioners is not. Please attend to this matter in a responsible and timely fashion. Martinev Othun, valued customer disciplinarian. Alright, so this is a hostel where refugees are welcome.
Burn me son's clothes, but I've nothing else for him to wear.
With plenty of donations, I'm sure you'll find something like this.
I guess she's saying he's got fleas or something?
Welcome. If you've need of a bunk or a bath, you'll find them upstairs.
Okay. So a lot of like people we can get one sentence out of, but no like quests or, you know what I mean? Like there's no like real progression from talking to a lot of these people. I guess we can check upstairs real quick, just take a look.
Good luck getting some kip up here. I'd stuff your ears if I were you.
You're saying it's loud and hard to sleep? Yeah, there's just row upon row of bunk beds. Got it. Okay. Well, we don't need to be here in the hostel. Let's go out the back. Take a look around. Oh,
That's curious.
we found a little something. Technically, it's going to be theft if we touch it, but let's see what's in here. A gold ring and a note from Skarai. Hey, mouthly friend. A couple of my colleagues confirmed your timely tip, so I've decided to go on holiday for a while. I've left you a little something in gratitude. Well, I don't think we need it. Let's take it anyway. All right.
One day I'll catch a break.
I like kind of following the borders of the map, the edge, to get a feel for exactly where we can go. Oh, we're getting another brainquake. So if we head down this away, we can see Mama Phallus talking to Hazelnut.
The hostel's up that way. You won't find better around here, unless you can pay for it.
Well, I have a camp, actually. Hazelnut?
I bet that hostel lady wouldn't make you clean the dishes.
Boy, son, if cleaning the dishes is the worst thing that happens to you today, you have no idea how lucky you are.
Why, yes. I'd love to do an interview. Oh, sorry. Thought you were one of the mouse journalists.
She's wandering around trying to troll herself into getting an interview. Hilarious. Okay, who are you? Zeta? You a print layer?
I just packed the papers. If you've got a complaint, editor's inside.
All right, and then Guard Wolf.
Oi! I got my eye on you. You got the look of a troublemaker.
Well, I sort of am a troublemaker, but I doubt you would take more than 10 seconds for me to dispatch. So maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should take your eye off of me. All right, I guess we're gonna head inside. Baldur's Mouth.
Baldur's Mouth.
That's what I said. Baldur's Mouth.
Baldur's Mouth.
Baldur's Mouth.
Baldur's Mouth.
Okay.
Watch yourself in there. Sarky bastards, these writer types.
Interesting. So you work for them, but you don't have a whole lot of respect.
156, 157, 15... Oh, sorry, can't chat. 15... Shit! Where was I up to?
You'd got to 158.
Oh, thank Corellin. You're a lifesaver. 158, 159...
Okay, I don't know what she's counting, but... who else have we got that we can talk to before we go inside?
Gortash is still watch. Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard. No.
She's practicing her interview. Alright, so we can talk to Jarlath here?
No time to chat, mate, sorry. Since Gortash donated this printing machine, we've had ridiculous volume to shift.
Ooh, printing machine. Okay. Heroic portrait of Gortash, loose newspapers. Okay, alright.
These writers sure do have a lot to say. The amount of trees they must have cut down to print all these papers. And people complain about the steel watch taking up resources.
Oh, you're one of those, huh? Okay.
Listen, pal, if you're not moving my share of broadsheets, you're in my way. Shift!
All right, so we've got a good feel for what's going on outside the printing house. Let's make our way inside. We want to get a puff piece printed, so let's start exploring around here.
Afraid I'll have to ask you to stop there. Only Etfard's allowed to use the basement elevator.
Okay, so we can't go down to the basement.
Hey, cut it out, will you? I've got deliveries to manage.
Okay, she's too busy to talk to us, as seems to be everybody else in this entire city so far. To have a real conversation, that is.
You ever heard of this many guards for a bloody broadsheet? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's because it's actually a propaganda organ of the state, and people like us are here to disrupt it, so you might have a fight on your hands in a minute, depending on what choices we make. You might be earning all that pay. All right, Glimmer Whistleborn.
Don't know about you, but them big metal bastards really put me off my flow.
Yeah, I concur. I agree. The time of the Patriarchs is over. You're right, they're everywhere. What's this one? She working on this? To Glimmer Whistleborn. I'm a long-time reader of your column, but none of them ever hit me before, like the Absolutist next door. You listed 8 warning signs that a neighbor might be a spy for the Absolute cult, and by Torm, you were right. Because my neighbor is on the uphill side, fit all 8 of your warning signs. I'm watching him now, and as soon as I see that traitor Chugley commit just one crime, I'm turning him into the fists. Thanks again, Sir Whistleborn, for all your insights. A loyal reader. Well, who knows if that's real or just paranoia from a bored housewife. Malik Stones, what are you doing?
Damn it, damn it, damn it! Still missing one link. Oi, shove off. Don't be peeking at my scoop.
All right, you got it. Who else have we got here that we can talk to? We have a note from Estra. This we should read if we can. Oh, there's Edvard. I think he's the editor, right? Edvard, I need you to get me into the upper city. Those pricks at the gate won't let me through. Can't you leverage your influence? I need to take the temperature of the Patriarchs, see what they think about this whole Absolute Army thing. So be a dear and get me a pass or something. My arse is tired from sitting around the office. Estra Steer. Okay.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story.
Sorry, who are you?
Etvard Needle, editor of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette, speaking truth to power since 1450 DR. No need to introduce yourself. I make sure I become intimately familiar with my subjects before writing about them.
You sure you have enough ink to cover all my adventures?
Oh, we have plenty of ink. Enough to cover all your misadventures in this good city. Trafficking refugees into our city is hardly a good look. Especially when so many are absolutists and murderers. The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. Then, we can only hope the fists do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over.
Who told you all this nonsense? Gortash?
I would never reveal my sources, and certainly not to the likes of you. Besides, you're too late. The headlines are loaded into the print works already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox Populi, Vox Dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
I think for now we'll let the guards take us outside.
We should have a still watching.
Okay, there's always another way in, right? So let's take a look around the outside of this building. Because now I'm interested. Now I'm invested, right? Now that guy pissed me off. I want to get in there and into the basement where the printing press is, and I want to change the headline to piss him off. And help ourselves, I guess. What are these guys talking about?
Aha! The wide-eyed gaze of someone new to Baldur's Gate. Well, you've reason to be excited, friend. Our city's entering a most wondrous age. One of steel, of smoke, of efficiency. And we've Lord Enver Gortash to thank.
All right, well, you've drank the flavor aid.
Fear not, friend. The days of us proper Baldurians walking these streets in fear are over.
Okay.
Lord Gortash made that very clear in his latest interview. I'd recommend giving it a read.
Okay, let's keep checking around the outside of this building here. We have to find the back door, the back way in, right?
Why, yes, Edvard.
There it is. Okay, so we can get in there if we talk to guard Innocente Bram, perhaps. Or Tava might be able to fly up here and get in that way. Who else do we see here? A refugee.
We're just gonna sit here and wait for you and your hog friends to come back and arrest us.
This is interesting. There's some platforms up here as well.
All right.
Let's, since Tava can fly, let's have her take a quick gander up at some of these higher up areas. So she pops up here, right? Nothing really to see here, but then we can make our way over here. We could probably get on the roof if we really want to. Yeah, there's a barricade here, but we can probably smash our way through that. I don't think we want to be that high up. I think we want to be low down. But we can at least explore around a little bit. Yeah, we can get through this barricade. And I think this is where the elevator was, right? So if we can get the rest of the team up here, that would be fantastic. We could do that with like a dimension door, maybe. But I don't really want to waste a scroll or a spell slot on that. Okay, we've got a ladder over here. Let me just check out the rest of the ceiling. Or the roof, the ceiling. The roof is what I meant to say. Oh,
Curious.
she did notice something about a plank here. Oh, we got some goodies. Elixir of Dark Vision, Potion of Featherfall. We'll send these over to Astarion. That's a nice find, sure. Anything else up here? I think this gets us into the elevator shaft, so that's probably our way in. We gotta figure out how to get the rest of the team up here, though, in case there's traps. Like, we might need Astarion. Yeah, not a lot else that we can see right now. If we come over to here, there are double doors here. I think... Did she take a point? She took a point of bludgeoning damage. You can fly, girl! Why are you taking bludgeoning damage? Alright. So even if some of them could jump to here, I don't think they could make the jump from there to there. I can try. Let me see what Astarion here can do. I don't think he's getting up there. No, he's not. So this might be one of those occasions that we keep the fly scrolls around for. Let's see what Karlach and Shadowheart can do. Like, you can get to there. And then can you get to there? You can. And from there... Yeah, see, path is interrupted.
In my opinion,
That's tough.
we should have a steel watch in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked.
What about jumping over to this one? Can you... That's too high?
Okay.
What if you go higher up first? Like, if you go up to here...
Leave him some time.
Can you jump far enough from that edge to get there? Too far. No. Okay.
The lies they publish.
So we can have Tava go in by herself, perhaps? Is that a good idea?
We do know, thank you. We just don't know.
She's the only one who can just fly on her own.
So you just
sending a strongly worded letter would be a good place to start.
I'm very hesitant to go anywhere without her. So we could use a scroll of, without the rest of the party, I mean, to go by herself. I guess we can check it out and see if it seems too dangerous.
These boots have seen everything.
Everyone has to contribute, my darling. We all have to take.
Let's make sure we're standing somewhere safe. And let's smash up this barricade. Okay, if we take a look inside.
People don't always know their own minds.
Yeah. I don't know what happens if we jump down in there. Because, well, hang on, let's see. I can fly to there. Okay. And then this is the elevator, right? So if we, maybe I need to sneak here and then hit a button or something. Yeah, this is sketchy. This is pretty sketchy. We're inside the elevator, though. Is there a lever? There's a lever there. Okay. Let's have her fly. Ah, this is really hard to navigate here. Let's have her fly down here. And then is she still hiding? Okay. She's somehow being seen? I'm not sure what's going on. Let's just hit the lever. Although, if they see us hit the lever, I don't know who's looking at me right now. Was it that person? All right, let's do it. All right, Tava's on a solo mission here. Oh, man, that's not good. There's a steel watcher. I don't think she can solo that. Where's the printing press? There's 2 steel watchers. Okay, so it's going to turn around. I think we check out what's in these doors. Creep over here. Oh, you know what? I should definitely turn off. Okay, that's already off. Let's come in here for a second and close these doors. What do we got in here? There's a doorway. I don't know where that goes. News Hawker float. What is this? Use this to collect the News Hawker sales at the end of the day and give them to change for tomorrow. Do not give Luan another float. If he keeps misplacing it, he'll have to give change out of his own pocket. Edvard Needle. And then there's a pouch. Okay. This is pretty dangerous for us right now. I think it might be worth it to burn. Now let me just double check with the scroll of fly here. Bestow the ability to fly upon yourself or an ally. Yeah, it's one person. So we can do it with Dimension Door. We can get 2 up with Dimension Door and then use 1 potion of flying for another. Or I might be able to do it with a Misty Step. But I think maybe Tava just tries to do this as a solo mission here.
Don't waste a step.
I don't know where this metal door is going to take me. Let's find out.
You don't have permission to be here. You're about to be ejected.
So sorry. I thought this was the way to the latrines. I'll be off then.
No qualms about the quality of the
Okay, so that put us back right in the center of the main floor. So that's not where we need to be. At least we got out without getting in trouble. Let's take another stab at that. So the steel watch I would have no problem, you know, killing. We could have a fight in the basement there. I would have no problem with that. Let's see.
So you just
How else can we get these guys up here without burning those fly scrolls? I mean, maybe this is the time to use them. I don't know what I'm saving them for. Because, okay, so they can jump to there, but then they can't do anything. The other option is to try to get into, well, no, there's a guard there. We can try to get them to here and go into the second floor, but I think we'll just get caught and ejected again.
has to conjure.
In my opinion, we should have a still watch in every Baldurian home. I'm glad you asked.
There doesn't seem to be another way to get them up here, or another location to jump from. It's only because she can fly that Tava can do this right now. All right, so let's try again.
The truth is the truth.
Do you understand? Just keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
Okay, she can see me.
Time to skulk about.
All right, that was somebody outside, I guess. So now we're faced with this problem again of these guys, right? And what they're dealing with and where we're trying to get to. So that door leads back. We don't want to go in there. I mean, I could go ham and just try to attack this guy. We've got double doors there that we'd like to see. He does look that way for a second. For a count of like 5 or something. So we could risk going in those doors. I think we try it. I think in the worst case, she can fight one of these well enough by herself to survive.
Light on my feet.
Okay. Going to turn order. Going straight to the door here in stealth. Go behind him. Close the door again. Not enough movement. We need to action dash. Close the doors. Okay. We can exit turn-based mode and take a look around this room. What do we got in here? Well, at the very least, there's a gilded chest. I guess she can try to... Oh, this is an interesting idea. I wonder if those things can slip. I don't think they can. But if they fell prone, that would be hilarious. A way to get past them. We can try to lockpick this. Not her strength, but we can do our best. Nice. Lucky roll. What's inside? Brampton sales, Eastway sales, Grey Harbor sales. Not that much. A little tiny bit of gold in each. And then collection records. Well. I want the gold, but not the pouches. Thank you very much. Okay. You have been robbed, but that's not why I'm really here. I'm here to try to change the print press. All right, let me snatch up these grease bottles. Might as well take them since they're free, since they're here. And then we got to figure out how to get past our two metal friends. So what's the timing going to be like for that, right? The other problem is at the moment, we can't see exactly where he is. We can only listen. Right about now, kind of wish I had a mage hand. It's hard to tell if he's walking closer or walking away right now. Very hard to tell. We can listen for when he stops moving, right? He's supposed to stop moving. Okay. I think that worked. Yeah, he can't see us as long as we're here, and now we have a sense of where he is. Okay, all right. Guys, I'm gonna take a break here. This has turned into Metal Gear Tava, and I'm here for it. This is actually kind of a fun, awesome solo mission for her. We're going to have to figure out how to get to the printing press on our own, since we're the only one who can fly, and I'm too cheap to burn all those flying potions and scrolls on bringing my party down here to do a fight. So we're going to take a break here. When we come back next time, we'll continue this stealth mission, see if we can put a puff piece in the printer for ourselves for tomorrow, and I don't know, see what else happens after that. Adventures in the city. It's freaking cool, man. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and hope to see you next time. Take care.